They say there are two types of scary stories. There are those that get under your skin and stay with you long after you've heard them. And then there are those that make your blood run cold and leave you questioning everything you see and hear. One of the best examples of the second type of story is the tale of the White Lady of Balete Drive in Manila, Quezon City, Philippines. Now, if you've ever driven around the Philippines, you know how common it is to come across random things on the road. You can see anything from stray dogs and cats to pigs and cows just minding their own business or sometimes even crossing the road. And when we say random, we really mean it because it doesn't matter whether it's daytime or nighttime. You can come across anything. But while these kinds of surprises may be normal in the Philippines, the story of the White Lady of Balete Drive is one that has been told and retold so many times that you'd think people would have stopped hearing about it. And yet to this day, whenever someone dares to drive through Balete Drive in the middle of the night, they always wonder, is she out tonight? So what exactly makes this story so compelling? Well, first off, there's the setting. Balete Drive is a narrow tree-lined road. It's the kind of place where you feel like you're being watched even when there's no one around. Add to that the fact that most of the trees surrounding the area are Balete trees. These are ancient trees believed to be home to spirits and other beings in Filipino folklore. So you can imagine how creepy it can get. And then there's the story itself. According to legend, a young woman died tragically along Balete Drive many years ago. Some say she was run over by a taxi driver, while others believe she was killed in a violent crime. But since then, people have reported seeing a white lady walking along the road at night. She's always dressed in a white gown and veil, and she seems to be looking for a ride. But here's the catch. When you give her a lift, she vanishes into thin air. Imagine driving down a dark and narrow road when suddenly you see a beautiful woman in a white dress standing by the side of the road. She looks like she's in distress and she asks you for a ride. Being a good Samaritan, you let her in, but once you start driving, she disappears. Some say she leaves behind a strange mist or fog, while others claim she simply vanishes without a trace. Either way, when you stop the car to investigate, there's no sign of her anywhere. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty freaky. But this is just the beginning, because the sightings of the White Lady don't end there. Some drivers have seen her drifting across the street, her long black hair covering a face that's so pale it looks almost transparent. Others have had close calls with her, swerving to avoid hitting her just in time to prevent an accident. And some have even claimed that she has appeared inside their cars, sitting in the back seat as if she's been there all along. The scariest part, according to these drivers, is her stare. They describe it as cold and lifeless, like she's not really there. In fact, many say that her eyes seem to glow an eerie green in the darkness. Imagine driving down a dark and deserted road, when suddenly you feel a cold presence in the car with you. You turn around to see a woman sitting in the back seat, staring at you with glowing green eyes. You slam on the brakes and step out of the car, but when you look back, she's gone. This story gets even more intense, though. You see, there are those who believe that the White Lady isn't just a ghost, but a harbinger of death. They say that anyone who sees her is doomed to meet an untimely demise. Some have even claimed that she's the reason behind a series of mysterious accidents that have occurred on Balete Drive over the years. Picture this. You're driving down a dark and winding road when suddenly you see a beautiful woman standing by the side of the road. You slow down to offer her a ride, but before you can even ask her where she's going, she climbs into your car and asks you to drive faster. You oblige, but as you pick up speed, you begin to feel a sense of dread wash over you. The woman's eyes seem to glow in the darkness, and her smile seems to widen into a grotesque grin. Suddenly, she lunges at you and sinks her sharp teeth into your neck. You struggle to free yourself from her grasp, but it's too late. You've been infected with her curse, and now you're doomed to join her in death. But perhaps the most chilling aspect of this legend is the claim that the White Lady's ghost is forever bound to Balete Drive. It's said that she's trapped between the worlds of the living and the dead, unable to move on to the afterlife. And as such, she's doomed to wander the road for eternity, searching for a way to escape. Many who have heard this story believe that the White Lady is a restless spirit, a soul that is trapped between realms and unable to find peace. Some even believe that she's the manifestation of guilt, a reminder of the sins of the past that continue to haunt the present. Whatever the truth may be, The legend of the White Lady serves as a warning to all who dare to drive down Balete Drive at night. It's a reminder that some roads are best left unexplored, and some mysteries are best left unsolved. In the end, the tale of the White Lady of Balete Drive is a chilling reminder that some stories never truly die, and some spirits never leave us. As you drive through the streets of New Manila, keep your eyes on the road and your mirrors. You never know what you might see. If you want to experience the terror firsthand, head down Balete Drive after dark. Just be sure to keep your windows rolled up and your doors locked. You never know when she might appear, but we want to hear from you. Have you ever seen the White Lady? Let us know in the comments below. As the sun sets and the moon takes its place in the sky, Balete Drive transforms into a scene straight out of a horror movie. The gnarled branches of the ancient Balete trees cast long, eerie shadows on the road, creating a maze of darkness that's perfect for a ghostly encounter. The silence is deafening, broken only by the distant hum of traffic and the occasional hoot of an owl. The air grows heavy with anticipation, and every rustle of leaves sends shivers down your spine. You can almost feel the presence of the White Lady watching you from the trees, waiting for her chance to strike. Then suddenly, you see her. Standing at the edge of your vision, she's as pale as moonlight, her skin almost translucent in the darkness. Her eyes are wide and hollow, staring straight ahead with an eerie intensity. She's wearing a long, flowing white dress that seems to billow in the wind, even though there's not a single breeze. Her hair is long and black, cascading down her back like a waterfall of shadows. And as she takes a step towards you, you can see the faint outline of a veil covering her face, hiding whatever horrors may lie beneath. For a moment, you're paralyzed with fear, unable to move or speak. All you can do is watch as the White Lady approaches, her steps slow and deliberate, her presence growing stronger with each passing second. You try to convince yourself that it's just a figment of your imagination, a trick of the light, or maybe just a person in a costume. But deep down, you know better. You can feel the dread building inside you, constricting your chest and stealing your breath. Then she's right in front of you, blocking the road, and the trees behind her seem to press in closer, forming a dark, impenetrable wall. You try to scream, but no sound comes out. You want to move, but your limbs feel heavy and unresponsive. The White Lady reaches out a hand, her fingers long and skeletal, and touches your arm. The contact is icy cold, like touching a grave on a winter's night. A jolt of fear shoots through you and you recoil, but she's too quick for you. She grabs your shoulder and turns you towards her. Her face is now visible, pale and gaunt, with sunken eyes and a twisted smile. Her lips are thin and chapped like she hasn't eaten in days, and her teeth are long and sharp, like the fangs of a vampire. You try to fight back, but it's no use. You're trapped in her grasp and she's draining the life force from you, leaving you weak and helpless in her arms. The last thing you see is the White Lady's eyes, glowing an eerie green in the darkness as she leans in close and whispers, "Join me in death." And then everything goes black. You wake up disoriented and weak, your body aching and your mind struggling to piece together what happened. You remember the car ride, the sudden appearance of the White Lady, and the icy touch of her hand. But then there's a blank spot, a gaping hole where the last few moments should be. You try to sit up, but your vision is blurry and your head pounds with a relentless rhythm. You can feel the darkness closing in on you, threatening to consume you whole. Suddenly, you remember the pain of her grip, the feeling of your life force draining away as she whispered those chilling words, "Join me in death." You glance down and see your skin is pale and clammy, your breathing shallow and rapid. You can feel your heart pounding in your chest, each beat echoing the rhythm of your fear. Your body feels like a vessel drained of its essence, an empty shell haunted by the specter of the White Lady. You stumble to your feet, your legs shaky and unstable, and try to make sense of what's happening. You're alive, but at what cost? Was it just a nightmare? A figment of your imagination? Or did you really encounter the White Lady of Balete Drive? The thought of that ghastly specter still lingering nearby sends chills down your spine. But as the adrenaline rush fades, Another emotion begins to take hold, a primal urge to survive. You know you have to get away from this place, to put as much distance between you and Balete Drive as possible. So you turn and flee, running blindly down the road, desperate to escape the clutches of the White Lady and the horrors that await you in the darkness. Have you ever experienced anything similar? We'd love to hear your stories. Please share them with us.